Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. So, the Season 2 premiere of Star Wars Bad Batch just came out. It was a 2-episode premiere. Today I'm just going to be reviewing Episode 1, Spoils of War, which was directed by Stuart Lee and written by Jennifer Corbett and was released on January 4th, 2023. So yeah, it was an okay episode. Like I said, it was released alongside the second episode, and this one definitely felt like a part 1 of 2. Type of episode, which is fine, but so far I haven't watched the second episode yet. It just doesn't feel like a season premiere. Obviously, like I said, I haven't watched the second episode yet, and that second episode could be changed my opinion completely. But just so far, the episode is okay. Felt like a another episode of the Bad Batch, I guess. Just more of like one of the more mid-season episodes from season 1. Well, I guess maybe not mid-season, but, season 1, like, a couple of the episodes right after the premiere, leading into, like, the mid-season, that era of episodes, which I enjoyed those, and I enjoyed this one, but, they're just not really, they don't feel like anything crazy. If this episode was, one of those, if this episode was like episode 4, then I probably wouldn't be saying much of what I've been saying, but it just kind of felt a little weird, I guess, to kind of pick up on this episode. Some time has passed since the last season, and the episode kind of just starts with them on a random adventure, and then kind of just goes into another random adventure. But like I said, I do enjoy that. I loved the first season. That's some of the reason why I loved the first season. So I just kind of went into the episode with a higher expectations, I guess. But still enjoying it. But like I said, the episode kind of just starts. They're on on the end of a mission. We've seen it a bunch in the trailers. It's like this island, ocean, planet. You see Hunter, Echo, and Wrecker. They've stolen some crate and are getting chased by some crabs. Big crab-like thingies. But Tech and Omega are back on the Marauder, and they get called to come pick them up. We see Omega doing some like homework. And Tech is kind of like her teacher, I guess. I thought it was funny. But, they eventually go and pick up the others, and then they head back to Orbital, where they meet up with Sid, who's with this new character named Fee Gianna, who's voiced by Wanda Sykes, I think. Fee kind of introduces herself to the Bad Batch. There really isn't much. Kind of just, makes fun of them a little. But then, like, kind of flirts with Tech, which was funny, but she leaves. And then Sid proposes them a new mission to Hunter mainly, which is to head to Sereno and pull off a heist on Dooku's castle to steal his war chest, as they're referring it. Which, is just his fortune, I guess. All his stuff he has, all his rich person stuff. But I guess the Imperials kind of maybe starting to round it up, and there's a bunch of Imperial presence on Sereno, which Hunter doesn't want to do the mission because of that. But later, Sid goes to the others, and they all want to do it. So Hunter agrees to do it, and they head to Sereno. And Hunter mainly agrees to it because they can get rich and finally hide, and Hunter can finally give the better life to Omega that he's been wanting to give her. Which on the ship, we see Hunter and Echo kind of talk, and Echo, reveals why he wanted to do it, which is so they can get the money, so they can help, the galaxy, not go into hiding, which, definitely very interested to see where everything goes with that in the season. There's little bits of it in season 1, but interested to see where, Hunter goes, and, Echo too, and kind of their relationship, and how, Hunter, all he wants is just, a better life for, his family and the Bad Batch, where Echo kind of sees the bigger picture and thinks that they should help the galaxy against the Empire. But they get to Sereno and get to Dooku's castle, where they find a bunch of clones guarding everything. So Hunter goes to prepare some distractions, which is like placing some like bombs on some ships, while the rest of them go to start to steal some of the war chest, which is in the these containers. They're already on the ship and whatnot. But stuff goes wrong when Wrecker takes out one of the clones guarding the ship, which they still have some time to find some stuff and take it, because the no other clone noticed Wrecker taking the other clone out, but the clone's going to have to report back at some point. But that eventually happens, and the clone doesn't report back, and the other clones realize, so they're on alert, and so Hunter has to do his distraction, which is blowing up those ships, while we see Wrecker starting to take some of the crates out of the ship. But while he's out of the ship, the others are still aboard, and the ship gets ordered to take off. And so now Tech Echo and Omega are aboard the ship, and they have to find a way off. We see Hunter meet up with Wrecker as the ship is taking off, and they try to board the ship by jumping on the side, but they're getting shot at by clones, and so they kind of have to jump off of it, and they jump down into onto Dooku's castle, and they go inside. Eventually they kind of get to Dooku's main office place, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but they kind of get pinned, and Hunter finds that they're currently standing on a secret lift or something, so he tries to activate it, but it doesn't work, and more clones are coming. So Wrecker's just I'll just jump on it, and they go flying down. But all while that was going on, Tech Echo and Omega try to get to an escape pod aboard the ship, but they get found by other clones, who then release all the escape pods. So after taking out the clones, they have to find another way off board, which Omega, like I said, who we saw doing homework at the start of the episode and the middle episode also, comes up with a new idea, which is to she learned by doing homework, which is to release the cargo containers while inside of one, because the boosters would then go off and they'll land safely, which Tech says that it should work. So they get in one and release all the containers, but while it's in the air, it's boosters or thrusters or whatever don't kick on, and so we see the containers crashing down towards the planet, and that's where the episode ends. So yeah, it was cool to see Serenno again, to see what happened to it and whatnot, see what happened to Dooku's castle. That was all cool. It was fun to see the Bad Batch again and them on another adventure. But this episode didn't really have a big bang to it, I guess. Kind of just expected something a little more from the season premiere. Obviously, like I said, this is technically a two-parter. Episode 2, released alongside this episode, and how this episode ends on a cliffhanger. I'm assuming it'll lead right into episode 2, so maybe I'll be singing a different tune in my episode 2 review. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet, but right now this episode just didn't feel like a season premiere, I guess. But is probably meant to be more watched alongside episode 2, so yeah. But anyways, I didn't think it was a bad episode. I still thought it was a fun episode, a lot of fun action and whatnot, a lot of funny moments between the Bad Batch. Just more of the stuff I enjoyed from season 1, but just kind of expected more of something bigger, I guess. But like I said, that could be in the second episode. But my grade for this episode, I'm gonna give it a B. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for this one. I will have a review of episode 2 out later, so you can check that out then. But in the meantime, you can check out my reviews I did for season 1 and whatnot, and everything else I do by Vince Stars. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to what's happening out there.
It is time for a new era. There are others out there who need our help.